Hey everyone, my name's Goldfire Prime, and welcome back to the show. So, today we're going to be looking at a very infamous one. It's Earthrise Arcee. So, we start off in vehicle mode, and it's...
Alright. I said, alright.
So, she's molded in this bright shade of pink, has an Autobot logo on the hood, and one thing I do like is how there's a detailed interior, but everything falls apart once you look at the back. And not to mention, these panels, they do not want to stay in place. And this figure feels so cheap and lackluster. The only other positive is it rolls.
Okay.
Now it is time for what I would consider the most excruciating part of this figure, the transformation. So let's get to it. So anyways, first thing I want to do is untap the legs and situate them. Do the same for the other leg. And then you want to fold this panel down like so. And then you grab the figure itself and you try to hinge it all the way up like so. But the hinge is just really, really tight. Like it's on some sort of ratcheting joint or whatever. And while you're doing that, you want to fold these panels down like so. This one is a bit stuck. But like, yeah, why is it so tight? It almost feels like you're gonna break it. I hate Transformers with tolerances like that. Then you continue folding the figure up like so. And then, of course, you didn't got to see it, but while I was transforming it, this panel right here, it slides out, and that's what you want to do with this entire back section. You want to slide it out like so, and then get these panels, the ones that like to unclip in place, and just fold them in, fold the wheels back, and then you rotate this entire section, and there are these two tabs right here that go to these slots, and just tab it in, and here you have Arcee transformed in her robot mode. First off, the engineering is so lazy in design, but the robot mode we ended up with is okay at best. So right off the bat, it's severely lacking paint and color, especially another shade of pink like how there is on the animation model. And of course, let's not forget about the backpack. So although the robot mode doesn't really look too good, I mean, it looks pretty boring, not gonna lie. It does have really good articulation, so got ball joint and neck, but for some reason it kind of want to like springs back. Like, look, like what the hell? Got universal joints in the shoulders, swivel in the bicep, bend at the elbow, and you have what Perspective N likes to call it, Narcissus so she could check her nails. That is if she even has any. I mean, DeviantArt kind of says otherwise, but you got a swivel on the waist and universal joints in the hips, and got not only a swivel in the thigh, but you also got like another swivel and double hinge in the knee, up and down the ankle, and even a pivot. So you could get her in pretty decent poses, surprisingly. Like that's one thing I gotta admit that is pretty good about this figure. So everyone, for size comparison, here you have Earthrise Arcee next to Origins Bumblebee. And as you can see, Bumblebee is way shorter than Arcee. And I have these two next to each other for a good reason, because back when I was littler, I used to ship Arcee with Bumblebee. Alright, Bumblebee, this is it. You're gonna finally tell Arcee exactly how you feel and ask her out on a date. Okay, you can do this. Hey, Arcee.
Yes, Bumblebee.
There's been something I wanted to tell you.
What is it?
Well, you see, you're really hot. You're really beautiful. Like, you really turn me on. And I was wondering if you could go on a date with me.
Oh, Bumblebee, that's so cute and all. I mean, you're a nice guy, but first off, I'm lesbian, and second of all, the fact that you're a nice guy is kind of the problem. Like, you're too nice. You come across as a little weirdo.
You know, we're living in a society. We're supposed to act in a civilized way.
Now it's time for my final thoughts, and I gotta say that this figure is one of the reasons why I purposely missed out on a huge chunk of the War for Cybertron trilogy, because of how poorly made a lot of them were, and the fact that some of them had way better predecessors. I mean, the only reason why I bought this is because I found it cheap at a flea market. So, Arcee, just because we can't be, romantical, doesn't mean we can't be ordinary friends, right?
Yeah, that is true, Bumblebee.
So, I have a joke for you. You want to hear it?
Oh, I love jokes. I love to laugh.
So, what do you get when you cross a mentally ill Autobot with a society that abandons him and treats him like trash?
Bumblebee, you're scaring me.
You get what you fucking deserve.
My ears burn.
And that's it for today, folks. And always remember to put on a happy face.